chopped he is. Matter of fact, especially if he is chopped, he will have an Asian girlfriend. Because they'll find one overseas. San Francisco being the capital of Asia was literally written in the stars when Pangea broke. There's Asia, there's the Bay. The two continents are literally still holding hands through the fucking Bering Strait. I never really thought the Oxford study was a problem. But I've been paid too many times again where I will see the most chopped white man. I wouldn't think they would be able to land anybody. And out emerges the most beautiful Asian woman I will ever see in my life. It's tough walking through the streets of San Francisco.
Now, I don't know if you guys understand what she just said, but to me, this video came off extremely racist. Even if the white man is chopped, per se, what is the problem? Like, what is the problem of a white man dating an Asian? Right? We have to get out of this notion that if you're black, you only need to date black. If you're white, you only need to date white. If you're Asian, you only need to date Asian, and so on and so forth. Like, the heart wants what the heart wants, and there's nothing wrong with having a variety in your life. That's like staying in your neighborhood your whole life, and that's all you know. Why are we going to stay closed-minded to what else the world has to offer? Right? There's no rule book for this. And I'm not really a fan of passport bros, or as she say, going across seas and bringing women back, because ultimately, you know, those guys have a stigma to themselves. They look a certain type of way. Not going to offend anybody that may be watching this that is a passport bro or can have some type of involvement into what she's saying, but if it's organic, if it's an organic connection that you're meeting with somebody and they're not the same color of your skin, I don't see what the problem is, wholeheartedly and genuinely. So I could tell this woman just strictly stays within her race. Again, it's okay to have preferences. It really is. If that's your thing, that's your thing. There's nothing wrong with it. But to get online and to give your opinion on why it's hard in the streets because you see a white man dating your fellow Asian woman, I would say that's a little bit ignorant to me. It's a little bit ignorant.
A story about why I stopped, like, not dating as far as boyfriend, girlfriend, but like dating just experiences with people outside of my race, right? So the first time I was messing with this Vietnamese joint, right? Beautiful, smart, and I love culture, right? So getting introduced to another culture is always dope to me, and especially if I'm talking to somebody that's not black, I try to like introduce them to stuff, whether that be movies, whatever. And we's probably messing around at this point for probably like a month or two. We sit on our couch watching Judas and the Black Messiah of all things, right? And if you know that movie, you know that movie. And we start talking about black culture and why pretty much we are where we are. And I was providing her a little bit of perspective because, you know, some of it was coming off as ignorant, like she just didn't know no better. And at some point in a conversation, I was like, oh yeah, that's why I would never date outside of my race. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I would never get into a relationship with a woman that wasn't black. Now, me and this girl have been cooped up playing house for 2 months at this point, and she is astonished. And she's like, wait, what did you mean? And I had to explain to her, like, you know, it's cool to kick it and get to know you, but like investing in you, like sexually, physically, emotionally, like in giving like my seed to you, I wouldn't do that to my community. And like that shit lasted for about another 2 weeks because she understood what I was saying, but she was just like, that don't make no fucking sense. And then the second time it was a white shorty, and there was 2 experiences. This was years ago, but we had went out on a little date. It was just going to the park.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. So what are we doing? And this is what I talk about, dating with intention. So if you kicking it with shorty, playing house, 2 months, he lying, you're smashing her, obviously. You're doing all these things because there is no man is going to just take a woman out on dates for a long period of time, unless they're really deep within their religion and are practicing celibacy. They're going to, you know, go above and beyond and whatever. That's just a conversation for a different day. But for you to get on here and say Just because she lacked the intellect of what goes on in the black race is the reason why you would never date anybody outside your race is the most ignorant thing I've seen today of 2026. Like, this is worse than the Asian. This is worse than the Asian, right? You know, call it how you want it, hate me, love me, but it's just not cool. You're not dating intentionally. You're smashing outside of your race, but you wouldn't ask her for her hand in marriage and to actually be productive in society and to have her as a helpmate, as such the Bible ordains. But you're out here slinging your Johnson. Makes absolutely no sense, man. Makes absolutely no sense. He should be ashamed of himself. Let's continue.
And the looks I got from my black women, oh my God. These are black women that I know I'm not even their type, and they was just looking at me disgusted. Like, you're here with this Jezebel. And she ended up liking me too, and I told her, I'm like, yo, I don't date, like, I would never get into a relationship with a woman that's not black. And like, I could tell how hurt these women were, and like how it kind of changed. Oh, someone was getting by a car. And how it kind of changed, like how they not they viewed themselves, but it's like they viewed our relationship and my care for them. And then I was like, I can't keep being a hypocrite and like, you know, dipping my toe in the pool, but like, nah.
Exactly.
That's why I don't get outside my race. I gotta tell y'all this story.
Man, that's crazy. At least he's able to admit that at the end, like I just said. You can't double dip, man. You can't be out here dipping your Johnson, but then telling these women that you will never take them seriously, right? And ultimately, for the women that he do tell them that if they continue to stay, then that's obviously their choice, their decision to do so. But, you know, I always, even with my daughter, like, yo, if a man ever tells you up front he will never take you seriously, go ahead and, why are we wasting time? Why are we wasting time? You got to respect yourself and know your worth and how valuable you are.
Every time. When it comes to like interracial dating, I don't care. You can date who you want to date. I have no problem with it, right? Heart love with the heart love, right? Now, however, my issue is this right here, right? I'm going to do both sides of the playing field, right? I'm going to do the man first and the woman next. Listen, don't take it personal. I'm just telling y'all what not to do if you're going to date other races. Now, people are tend to lose themselves and lose who they is once they start dating outside their race, which is normal, but don't overdo it. Now, my issue is this. I hate when a black man get with a white woman, then he forget that he fucking black. That shit pissed me off. Now, let me just go in detail so y'all can understand what I'm saying, right? He go from being Jermaine to being goddamn Jeff. He don't look the same. He don't act the same. He don't even talk the goddamn same. Motherfuckers starting to think he white. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. My problem with white women when they date black men, white women stay white. Don't turn black. What I mean by that is, a white woman would be named Sandy before she started dating a black man. Then as soon as she started dating that black man, her name Mandy G. And the G stand for gangster. Listen, that shit pisses me off every time I see it. You go for being a classic white woman to a fucking hood rat. That's how y'all do that. Who a hood rat? I'm not talking about every black woman. A hood rat, that ain't what I said. You got classic black women over here. You got hood black women over here. You got the ghetto black women over there. Let's not act like I don't know what I'm talking about. But back to the story. That white woman went from dressing white and simple to dressing like one of us. He went from straight hair to braids, box braids. And I just be sitting there looking like, how? How she go from this sweet innocent person to a goddamn thug now? How this black man went from being black to think this nigga white. He think he actually white. Listen, if you gonna date outside your race, all I'm saying is that get to know each other race. Ain't nothing wrong with learning each other race. Ain't nothing wrong with adapting to each other race. But don't switch up your whole persona trying to be something that you're not.
And I'm gonna pause it right there, man. I think you guys get it. He's absolutely right. He was 100% cooking on this one. You're gonna date outside your race. It's cool. I actually encourage it. Learn the other race, learn the other culture, learn what they eat, learn the language, all of that, right? But you still got to stay true to yourself, because ultimately that's what attracted you to that person, or what attracted that person to you, right? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I love and I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys have been rocking with me consistently. The views have been going up. The subscriber counts have been going up. So I thank each and every one of you guys. Again, stay true to yourself, and I'll see you guys on the next one.